Hello and welcome to AD4TVRadio Weekly Review, coming to you from Abuja, Nigeria's capital city. I am Joy Asoyin. This is a review of the top stories this past week. It's always an eventful week at AD4TVRadio, but the visit last week by the Chairman Governing Council, Adamawa State University, MUBI, Awa Tuko, is one we would like to recall heartily. He visited AD4TVRadio on Friday at the broadcaster's office. He was welcomed by the management of AD4TVRadio, headed by its managing director and CEO, Dr. Jacob Alada. During the courtesy call, Tuku expressed appreciation to the station for the warm welcome and noted that it would be a delight for the two organizations to join hands in order to impact on education and the disadvantaged, especially in the northeastern Nigeria.
But I am particularly now concerned about our little niche to also pull us up to speed with the rest of the world. But fantastic. I'm very impressed. I've seen what you're doing. I understand a little of it, so I can see. I intend to learn more. I intend to talk more with you. I intend to work more with you. And like I mentioned, in part of the things we are doing, how do we come together to impact on education, especially for our people back home in Adamawa and the Northeast. So this is the beginning of a relationship I believe will go far, in God's name. And I look forward to doing more and more with all of you, especially the younger ones as well that are here. The dynamism and the strength and the power of the youth, there's nothing beats that. It's an energy that is unquantifiable. It's there, it generates, it self-perpetuates. And Nigeria is blessed with so many young people. So we are there to help steer. And I thank you for all you're doing. Thank you very much.
While expressing his appreciation of the visit, the managing director of AD4TVRadio, Dr. Alada, took the opportunity to outline once again what the AD4TVRadio mission is all about.
Our operations are not the normal TV operations. We have specific area of emphasis, which is education. But under education too, you have things like women issues, children, research. So we broke everything down into segments, for people to understand that information is power. So we are not doing normal TV operations where we just do general thing and talk about issues on peripheral level, but we talk about issues in depth, to educate people.
AD4TVRadio had just a few weeks ago played host to members of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations Abuja branch. For some, all the clothes in the world on them would amount to nothing if there are no sunglasses to go with them. These non-medicated glasses are just a complement to their outfits. Unsure if the use of non-medicated glasses over a long period of time has any side effects, AD4TVRadio news crew had a parley with residents of Abuja, which elicited spontaneous responses. We bring you their comment again.
Non-medicated glasses, popularly known as sunglasses, spectacles or sunnies, are an aspect of fashion. They can sometimes also function as a visual aid, as variously termed spectacles or glasses exist, featuring lenses that are colored, polarized, or darkened. In the early 20th century, they were also known as sun cheaters. Cheaters then being an American slang for glasses. Since the 1930s, sunglasses have been a popular fashion accessory, especially on the beach. When asked why some people wear non-medicated glasses, most people say it is simply for the sake of fashion or to protect their eyes from the rays of bright sunlight on a very sunny day, and that they have been wearing non-medicated glasses for a long time and are yet to notice any side effects or danger they pose.
Well, I don't wear them frequently, but just when I feel like. Possibly they might be because in our world today, anything, even this water we are drinking from sachet, they said it has a side effect. So there might be possible side effect to that matter.
I've been wearing it's more than close to 25 years now. I'm aware, but my own, I don't believe on this because Since when I've been wearing it, I don't have any photo. I don't have any. There's nothing that did for me. So it's not affecting me in any. So I'm just wearing for fashion. Yes, it's fashion.
Yet others say they wear sunglasses because their job puts them in line to do so, and that they have been wearing them over an extended period of time. Further stating their opinion on the subject matter, many went on to say that they weren't sure if the use of non-medicated glasses posed any dangers or side effects to their health.
Yes, I wear sunglasses because of my work. I've been wearing over 17 years back now. Over 17 years now. You know, if I'm not been wearing the glass, my work, it will affect me if I'm wearing as my work now. If I'm not wearing something that will prevent the light from coming direct to my eye, I believe it is very dangerous to my eye. That is why I'm wearing the spec. So I prefer the one that is dark. As you can see, my glass is dark.
Experts recommend wearing non-medicated glasses or sunshades to block ultraviolet radiation that could damage a person's eye or cause serious eye problems. But the extent of usage or its effects is quite uncertain. Jessica Ochai, AD4TVRadio, Abuja.
Physical exercise is now a health advantage everyone recognizes. Some persons allude to the old saying that exercises do to the heart what reading does to the brain. For many athletes and individuals, exercising one's body has become a way of life and is therefore a priority. For some others, it is a routine, somewhat perfunctory. They exercise to maintain health based on medical or other expert advice. AD4TV radio news crew had a parley with some residents of Abuja on whether physical exercise was a priority. Did you miss the story? Well, here you are to know why people engage in these exercises. Physical exercise is the performance of some activity in order to develop or maintain physical fitness or overall health. Frequent and regular physical exercise is an important component of any kit that aims to prevent heavy weight and some ailments such as heart disease, cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes and obesity. It is often directed towards also honing athletic ability or skill. For some, athletes and individuals alike, physical exercise is very important and has become a way of life, an unarguable priority.
So I do exercise all day. Let's just say morning, afternoon, night. I sleep in between, like morning I do from 5 to 7, then I go to sleep, then from 12 I run like 2 miles, whatever. I just split everything. Then night I do 3 hours exercise, pure calisthenics exercise, not weightlifting. So morning I lift weights, so that's it. Fitness is life because that's the only thing that can make you live longer. You understand, but so and it prevents like illness from coming to your body and stuff like that. So you just stay fit, eat healthy, and that's all.
Yes, I do. Not regularly, but at least once a while. Well, I love doing it because number one, it keeps me fitted. It keeps me, agile. It keeps me going. It helped me to maintain that ability of doing things.
Some other individuals are not so consistent with physical exercise because they do not have the luxury of time. They exercise when they want to feel a need or to maintain their health based on medical advice or recommendation of experts.
Yeah, once in a while. It prevents some disease, some sickness in your body, to be precise. There are some sickness that if you exercise well, you may not have it. And it help you to keep fit.
Honestly, I don't exercise that much. The most important reason is our health. Exercise is it's like drinking water. You have to do it because it keeps you in shape, healthy and all of that. That's my own reason. I don't know if there are some people, I think they find it's for some people it's meditative. It helps them it's like flow. The simple answer is laziness, but I think the much broader answer is just getting the mind frame, like getting myself into a routine that will allow me to exercise. Because I used to before, but I don't as much anyways. Yeah.
Physical exercise is considered for maintaining physical fitness and promoting physiological well-being, reducing surgical risk, and strengthening the immune system. If you decide to slip into a tracksuit and strut around the neighborhood, even if it is just for 30 minutes, you'll be doing yourself a whole world of good. Good luck. We take a break now. When we return, Federal University in Nigeria excels in project implementation. Stay with us, details coming shortly.
The Board of Trustees and Management of the Tertiary Education Trust Fund cordially wish to inform the general public that the inauguration of a standing committee on research and development by the Honorable Minister of Education, Malam Adamu, has been scheduled as follows. Date 24th September 2020.
Venue Congress Hall,
Transcorp Hilton, Abuja. Time 10 a.m. The committee's membership drawn from Nigeria's best researchers and innovators, representatives of relevant MDAs and the private sector, will drive TETFund's R&D intervention policy in public tertiary institutions towards the nation's economic and technological competitiveness. All invited guests are requested to be prompt, please. Announcer, Professor Suleiman Elias Bogoro, Executive Secretary, TETFund.
Welcome back. You're watching AD4TV Radio Weekly Review. The Executive Secretary, TETFund Nigeria, Professor Suleiman Elias Bogoro, on Monday commissioned in one day 32 projects worth billions of naira at the Federal University, Wukari, Taraba State, in an action viewed by many as unprecedented in the history of the young institution. The Vice-Chancellor of the University, Professor Abubakar Kundiri, in appreciation of the spectacular transformation of the institution within 2 years of his tenure, said TETFund has continued to enable him and his team strive to transform the university into a world-class institution with the human resource and research requirement that would serve humanity not only in Nigeria but globally. Also speaking while commissioning some of the projects, the Executive Secretary, NUC, Professor Abubakar Rashid, announced that his commission would approve the establishment of a Faculty of Medicine for the institution before the end of 2020. This is interesting. Obviously, TETFund under its current leadership is transforming the landscape of tertiary institutions in Nigeria, both in terms of content and physical infrastructure. The World Bank has ranked Nigeria 131 on its Doing Business 2020 index. A lot has been made of this ranking, including it being an indication that Nigeria is now a safe haven for global investors. But is it really easy to do business in the country? AD4TV Radio's Antonietta Kalunta found out what SMEs would require to fully thrive in Nigeria.
Small and medium-scale enterprises, SMEs, are the engine of the economy and contribute in no small measure to job creation, GDP growth, and also ensure that there is a proper flow of money across the economy. Like every country, there are challenges, many of which are being addressed as the Nigerian government seeks to simplify regulatory frameworks, engage market-friendly policies, and improve the overall ease of doing business. Due to these reasons, SMEs are yet to feel the impact of Nigerians' improvement in the ranking. There is the belief that small businesses are not being encouraged enough.
Around this area, our areas, this area where we are, they are demolishing small shops, small businesses, which people are thriving on. How can people succeed when even the little they are trying to make do with is being destroyed for any reason? You have to give people the chance first. Nigeria, the government has to give people the chance first to succeed. And that is, I think, the bottom line.
Many others consider that the ease of doing business has improved, but the actual process of doing business has been stifled. They urge the various policy makers to put a number of things into consideration.
For instance, during the lockdown, there was much 24/7 in my own area, like 24/7 electricity. Despite the fact that we didn't go anywhere, where we were effective and we were able to deliver well with good electricity. So electricity and policies are the main thing I feel small and medium business needs in this country.
This is where government can come in. Taxation. Government should reduce taxes. Then number 2 is electricity. Government should improve on the electricity rate. Like the charges should be reduced. We should get constant light. Then government should provide enabling environment for businesses to strive. Then another thing is government should give youth, especially the youth, grants to in order to empower them so that their businesses would strive.
Okay, every government can only thrive by private sector, and the private sector start from the small and medium enterprises. All the big organizations you see today, they started from small, and when you start from small, you get a lot of experiences in your field or your endeavor. That is why it will not make you to grow to a certain grow to a capacity where you can now contribute a lot to this the government.
The government cannot solely create the jobs needed to take all youths off the streets. Jerry's consensus that only the private sector and mainly SMEs can. It is therefore expected that everything possible would be done to improve the business environment to enable more of these businesses to spring up, survive, and flourish. Antonietta Kalunta, AD4TV Radio, Abuja.
Yet in our stable last week was a story of Nigerian lawmakers in Kaduna State, northwest Nigeria, who recently stunned the world by approving surgical castration as punishment for those convicted of raping children under the age of 14. Although the state governor, Nasiru Ahmed El-Rufai, has not yet signed the bill into law, reactions have continued to trail the development.
Surgical castration is a procedure where both testes are removed. This renders the male infertile, reduces the sexual urge, and results in permanent loss of sexual functions. Surgical castration of convicted rapists have been mooted in Nigeria for some time now, especially as cases spiked during the recent coronavirus lockdown. Lawmakers in Kaduna State have approved surgical castration as punishment for those convicted of raping children under the age of 14. The bill awaits the state governor, Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai's assent for it to become law. Some Nigerians believe the prescribed punishment is too brash.
The castration policy is a bit high because it's more or less like changing God creature, but somehow it's not as if one is encouraging rapists. But why doing the policy, it's a sensitive issue that really need to be taken care of. So many things have to be considered before you do this, because in a situation where the rape is not actually carried out by the accuser and the castration is done, in the course of the process you have destroyed the entire human nature of that person. So
for somebody to be castrated, there are other punishments, not to castrate somebody because of a rape or something like that.
Just as some respondents say surgical castration is too cruel, some others treat castration as the perfect deterrent.
The fact that people have taken advantage of the less vulnerable, which are basically females, and have taken it to a new height. I think it's about time they did something like that, so it can serve as deterrent, because the trauma after a rape case, it's outstanding, and some people don't recover from it. But with this, at least it can drop down the level of rape, if not totally eliminate it.
It should to help people to conscious themselves and also try to avoid this rape issue in the country. So I think it's good if every criteria is being considered.
In the fight to deter perpetrators, the federal law provides between 14 years and life imprisonment as punishment for rapists. But state legislators can set different sentencing rules. All eyes are now on the Kaduna State Governor to see whether he assents to the punishment or not. Anthonyetta Kalunta, AD4TV Radio, Abuja.
Across the globe, gender equity remains a cause for concern as it puts the focus on justice and fairness regarding benefits and needs of both men and women. Equity is also relevant in the workplace to ensure that roles go out on merit and are distributed without preferential treatment to any gender. AD4TV Radio sampled people's opinion on whether companies have a 50-50 male and female distribution of staff positions.
It's possible, but like in our own country, Africa as a whole, you know the cultural background. African tradition is a big problem to that. Out of 100%, maybe just 5% will want their wife to do a white-collar job. That she'll stay there till night, sometimes go out of the stations and all that. African men like myself will not allow that. I would prefer to get a little thing doing around me that she can take care of my children.
And not really, because it depends on the area of jobs, the kind of job they are advertising for. You know, you can't look for a secretary, you know, most especially if you go to different offices, you discover that secretary is always a lady. So people could prefer a feminine, you know, to a job, to such a job than, than a man. You understand? Of course, yes. How you could cover a gender gap is to create something that is feminine and something that could be, could be that of a male. You know, it is very possible to do that. It depends.
Remember, coronavirus is real. Ensure you wash your hands regularly. Use alcohol-based hand sanitizers. Wear your masks besides maintaining social distancing. That does it for our weekly review. You can join the conversation on our website at www.ad4tvradio.com. Please follow us on our social media platforms at AD4TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at AD4TV Radio as well. Many thanks for watching. I am Joy Asoyin.